In today's video, we're going to be looking at staying at Alton Towers Resort in 2024. So let's get on with it. Roll titles! Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. Now that's right, in today's video we're going to be looking at staying at Alton Towers Resort in 2024, and specifically the Alton Towers Hotel, but we'll get to that in a moment. So what I'll be doing in this video is going through some of the accommodation choices that you've got at Alton Towers Resort, how much it all costs, then we're going to book something, and then later on in the video, staying at the Alton Towers Hotel and sharing my experience with you. So we'll look at checking in, we'll look at the room, we'll look at the facilities, and we'll look at the food and how it all works really. So yeah, this is a really good place to start if you've never stayed at Alton Towers before, or if you haven't stayed there for a very long time. So I'm going to Alton Towers for a pre-birthday treat. Now my birthday isn't actually until the 3rd of April, hint hint, but yeah, I don't want to go on my birthday because that's going to be Easter and it's going to be hellish. I want to go when it's a little bit quieter and hopefully a little bit cheaper. So I've got my trusty MacBook with me, and we're going to do some looking and indeed some booking. So yeah, I'm on the Alton Towers website, and we'll have a little look at how easy it is to book everything and look at some of the choices that are available and see how it all works. So my stay is going to be next Monday, and I want to check out on the Wednesday, so I want 2 nights at the resort. So it's going to be a grown-ups only trip, not like that. So it's going to be 2 adults and no children. So let's see what it says. So it's working its magic. Okay, so it's given us some choices. So the first on the list is the Alton Towers Hotel. Spoiler alert, that's the one I'm going to book because I want to stay there. I've not stayed in the hotel for ages. I've actually done a video previously about staying at the Enchanted Village. I'll stick a link to it up there. And I did a really old video with staying at the Splash Landings Hotel with James when he was really tiny. I'll stick a link to that up there as well. But I haven't actually done one about staying in the Alton Towers Hotel for, well, ages. Actually, if you're a bit of a theme park nerd like I am, then go and look at my merch store at merch.kiphakes.tv. I've actually got some specific theme park nerd flavoured merch there for you. It's really cool, but it's only literally just been released, so I don't actually have any to show you right here in person, but if you look on the website, it's all there, and it'd be really awesome to see some of you sporting it around the world at theme parks this year. So yeah, get on it. But yeah, we've got the Alton Towers Hotel, that is from £296. You can stay at the Splash Landings Hotel, which is next door and has the water park in, and that is from £276. Now, it's actually offered the CBeebies Land Hotel, which is interesting, and that's £536. Now, we've actually stayed there before when it first opened, like we were literally one of the first people to stay there. So I'll stick a link to that video up there. It was really fun, but I thought for safeguarding, they didn't allow you to book it if you were just adult. You had to have children with you. So that's interesting. I don't think it should have offered me that option, but it is £536. Okay, so then we've got the Woodland Lodges in the Enchanted Village. They're from £306. And then the luxury tree houses are £1,500 for 2 nights. I really do want to go and stay in one of these. Maybe one day. I was going to go for my 40th birthday, but yeah, that was around COVID times and when I was having trouble with my back. So yeah, I wasn't really interested in going to Alton Towers at that point, but maybe one day. But if enough people like this video and subscribe to my channel, maybe we'll blow £1,500 and go for a little stay in a luxury treehouse, and I'll take you all with me. Not physically, they're not that big. And then it's also offering options about staying nearby, so off the resort. Yeah, I want to stay on the resort. It's my birthday, it's a special treat. So it's telling me what it includes. So that doesn't include your tickets to the park. It's not so much of a problem for me because I've got a Merlin membership / Merlin annual pass. So I don't need to worry about park tickets. But obviously if you don't have a pass, then you need to think about tickets on top of these prices. So our price includes accommodation, the breakfast for the 2 mornings, and 9 holes of golf on the extraordinary golf course, which is, it's nice to have that thrown in. I like that, I appreciate that. It is actually quite shocking, the difference in price between the CBeebies Land Hotel and the Alton Towers Hotel. But the CBeebies Land Hotel has entertainment that's going on practically all the time, and it is only for CBeebies Land Hotel guests only. It's not like the Alton Towers Hotel and the Splash Landings Hotel, where you can basically go in as a non-resident and use the bar, use the restaurants and stuff like that. The CBeebies Land Hotel is exclusive. You're paying for exclusive rights to the hotel, and you're not going to have any old oik wandering in, apart from when they let me in, obviously. It hasn't suggested the stargazing pods. I guess they're not open at this time of year yet. I do want to go and stay in one of those at some point, although I might be doing it on my own because Vicky isn't a fan of them. And I mean, I must admit, I'm not really a fan of them, but I just kind of want to do it for the experience. So yeah, let me know in the comments if I should go and spend a night alone in a stargazing pod to see what they're like and document it all. Okay, well, we want the Alton Towers Hotel. That's what I've chosen. So let's go through the booking process and see what we've got. Okay, so we've got the Explorer rooms. They're the sort of base model, I guess, and they cost £296. Let's have a little look, see some more. So they've got quirky and cozy theming, sleeps a family of 4 with a double bed and a set of bunk beds, and it's great family value. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be. I think my only issue with this is staying there as a family is the bunk bed's like right next to you. It's like right there, according to the picture. If you're a parent staying in there and you've got children, then you have to shh in the evening, but you know, that's fine. Right, then now we've got the Arctic Explorer room. I've stayed in one of those before. They are £336. And these again have the bed or the bunk bed next to your bed in the room. Now, we've also got the Moon Voyager room, which is £336 for my 2 nights, which I think is actually pretty good value, really. And I'm pretty certain, yes, I have stayed in one of these before. They actually have a sort of separate area for where the children sleep. It's not like fully sealed like a separate room, but it's sort of walled off slightly. So I think that's quite handy if you're going there with children and you want to sort of watch a bit of TV and not really disturb them as much. It adds another 40 quid onto the price. And then we've got some other rooms. I don't really know much about these. We've got the Dreamy Den room. We've got the Gangster Granny room, we've got the Big Pyjamas room, we've got the Splish Splash room, and we've got the Sleepover room. Cool. And those sort of bigger rooms, well, they start at £416 and they go up to £636. Spenny. And bear in mind, this is like a sort of midweek stay. I think the prices will go right up during the weekends. Okay, so we'll just go for an Explorer room. We'll keep it simple. Okay, so there we go. It's giving us the opportunity now to book some extra fun. So we can add our theme park tickets on, and it will be £78 for the 2 of us, which I think is actually pretty good value considering that's 2 days in the park. We can have a 1-day water park pass, and that's £36 for the 2 of us. Not hideous value. And then we can add a digital photo pass and a Merlin magic wand donation. I don't think I need any of those, so yeah, let's continue booking. Okay, so now it's asking if we want to have cancellation protection, and you can get a refund if you cancel up to 3 days in advance. And if you don't take this out, you won't get a refund, it would seem. I do have travel insurance, so that should cover me for this, hopefully, but we're definitely going. And now it's just asking me for all the booking details and also for payment and agreeing to the terms and conditions. There's no point in me going through this on the screen right now with you because I don't want you all knowing where I live and also my card details. But yeah, it's a relatively straightforward checkout process. But I did mention that I was an annual pass holder, and there's a thing called the Merlin Holiday Club. And, well, let's check that out and see if it makes things any cheaper. The Merlin Holiday Club. Excellent. So look, apparently we can save up to 25% by being annual pass holders at Alton Towers Resort accommodation. Let's go and see. So yeah, okay, let's book now. Okay, so it's taken us to the Alton Towers website, but it's sort of taken us to a slightly different landing page. Cool, so book now. Right, so we'll choose our same check-in date. So we'll check in next Monday and we'll check out next Wednesday, 2 nights and 2 adults, 0 children. Actually, while it's working out the costs and things, I will be doing a vlog when I'm actually at Alton Towers Resort of a sort of day out and everything there. So I will stick a link to that up in the corner. I don't know which order this video will be coming out, whether this will be coming out first or that vlog. So if it's not there in the corner, it means this one's come out first. But I'll stick a link to it when it's up and everything, and you can see how I actually got on in the theme park. Okay, so wow, that is amazing value. It has ticked off an astounding amount of money booking through the Merlin Holiday Club. So our cost of £296 is now £237. A stay at the CBeebies Land Hotel is now, well, nearly £100 less. That's mad. That's really good value. But it doesn't do anything with the luxury tree houses. It doesn't knock down anything. So they are spenny whether you're a pass holder or not. That's actually sort of quite a tangible amount of value there for having a Merlin membership or a Merlin annual pass. Actually, I did a video about the Merlin membership. I'll stick a link to up there. It's actually about a year old now, but I think generally everything is the same. So yeah, go and watch that video, but watch this one first. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I didn't put my details in because I've saved a lot of money here. And again, it includes the accommodation, the breakfast and the 9-hole golf. So yeah, I will book through this way instead. Again, yeah, knocks money. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. You can't book the sort of fancier rooms on this site. They've gone. So yeah, they don't seem to want to save you money on the proper expensive high-end stuff like the actual big treehouse lodges and the more expensive rooms. That's interesting. But you know, a saving's a saving. Yeah, look, there you go. It says the desired dates aren't available. Well, that's not true because they were just a moment ago. Anyway, right, so yeah, book now. On this part, it's not actually asking us to add the water park or the theme park tickets because if you've got an annual pass, it's unlikely you'll need theme park tickets. Now, something I always tell people to do if I know that they're going to stay at Alton Towers Resort is to book your breakfasts and evening meals as soon as possible. You can book them while you're there at the resort, but the times quite often go and people do book in advance, like way in advance. So it's really important to do that. So I'm going to do that too now, and I'll show you how you do it. Now, obviously your breakfast, it depends where you're staying. So if you're staying in the Alton Towers Hotel, you have your breakfast in the Secret Garden restaurant. If you're staying in the CBeebies Land Hotel, you have your breakfast in the Windmill restaurant. If you're staying in the Splashed Landings Hotel, you have your breakfast in Flambeau's Jambo. And if you're staying in the Enchanted Village, although not in the Stargazing Pods, you have your breakfast in the Crooked Spoon. We're going to be staying in the Alton Towers Hotel, so we need to look at the Secret Garden restaurant. And then if we scroll down here, all the restaurants have a bit on the page like this where it says book a table. And yeah, if you don't do this ahead of time, you might find that you can only have your breakfast at like stupidly early or stupidly late, or your dinner stupidly early or stupidly late. And if you've got little children and they like being fed early, then yeah, you can be out of luck. Now, I'm not going to book our dinners because I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I'll show you the breakfast booking process anyway. So we need to book for 2 people, not today. It's going to be next Tuesday morning. Okay, so it starts at 7:15. See, 8:30's gone already. 8:30 is sort of my optimum breakfast time. I'm going to go 8:45. Yeah, why not? So 2 guests. There we go. Now, if you want to book your evening meal, you can book at any of the on-site restaurants apart from the CBeebies Hotel, unless you're staying in there. And also you do have the option of booking in the roller coaster restaurant. If you are considering eating in the roller coaster restaurant, then I would absolutely say make sure you book well ahead of time, because it really does get booked up very quickly. So yeah, that is that done. So I think we're now ready to go and stay at Alton Towers Hotel. So I've got to wait a week, but you've just got to wait seconds. So now you're going to see me at Alton Towers Hotel, ready to check in. Now, you're probably expecting to see me at the Alton Towers Hotel, and I was too. We're actually driving up there later today, but they've actually changed the way that you check in. So I thought I'd show you it. They actually ask you to check in via email beforehand. I've got my screen here to show you, and we can go through that process and see what it's like, and then we can see what happens when you get to the resort and get your room keys. I mean, I assume you can just check in when you get there, but I haven't stayed at the Alton Towers Hotel for ages now, so I honestly don't know what the procedure is. So we're going to learn together, I guess. So yep, here we go. It's actually addressed to Vicky because she's booked this for me as a birthday present. So yeah, let's check in now. Okay, so we need to start the check-in. We're staying in an Arctic Explorer room. I'm pretty sure it was actually an Explorer room that we booked, but it's an Arctic Explorer room. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so let's start check-in. Okay, main guest 1. Yep, so it's just asking for the personal details of the main guest. So first name, second name, email address, mobile number, and also optional vehicle registration. I put that in just, you know, so they've got it on file. Travelling document. We're from the United Kingdom, so we don't need that. So this is our postal address. Again, you can't see this. And then signature. Cool. Guest profile completed. There you go. Accompanying guest name. Okay, so that's me. Wants my phone number, that's fine. Don't need a travelling document. I assume that's maybe for foreign guests and sort of people staying at the hotel like on holiday, maybe? Don't know. There we go, we're all checked in. So we're going to be in an Arctic Explorer room. Amazing. So what does it say down here? When you arrive, you can check into your room from 3 PM. If you have tickets to the theme park or water park for your check-in date, then head straight onto the park for your greatest escape. We'll notify you by email and SMS when your room is ready. Awesome. Key collection. This is important. Once you've received your notification that your room is ready, you can collect your keys from the key collection kiosks at the hotel. We've just got to get to Alton Towers Hotel, and I'll catch up with you when I get there. Well, we've made it to the Alton Towers Hotel. Now we need to pick up our keys. So let's see how we do that. So I've got to scan this. It's not immediately obvious what's going on here, but essentially it's just taking a £5 deposit from a credit or debit card. And if after your stay everything is cool, then that £5 goes back onto your card. Now, if you steal anything from your room or destroy anything from your room, you basically get charged on that card for it. So yeah, just be careful, don't break stuff, and you'll get your money back. So then it tells you that your room number will be emailed to you, and it asks if you would like 1 or 2 room keys made up. We chose 2, and it dutifully spat out 2 room keys which it made for us, and then the final screen tells you your room number. Now, I've had to mute the audio on this because a nice member of staff came along to check how we were doing and make sure we were happy with the check-in procedure, and also reminded us to book for breakfast if we hadn't already. So that was really quite easy and straightforward. Got our room key cards. So let's go and find our Arctic Explorer room. Right, in we go. I don't know if it's all the rooms or just the Arctic Explorer rooms, but they do have air conditioning, so you can set the temperature to what you want it to be, which is very handy. Don't think you can make it Arctic cold. 16 degrees. That's pretty chilly. Wow. So this is the main sleeping area. And there's a double bed. Yeah, I'd say that's a double. And a single bed here with a little pull-out trundle guy. And the cutest polar bear on the bed. So as well as having the super cute bear, got some activity books for the kids, or me in this case. Some crayons, that's nice. Oh man, no charging socket next to the bed. Come on guys, we're in 2024. Let's have a little look out the window. What can we see? Car park. Yeah, that's fine. Here's the rest of the room. Here's me. Hello. Okay. Thing that says dear guest. We'll look at that in a moment. But yeah, there's plug sockets there and there and there. Oh, and the TV is hidden in the wall there with some nice theming. Though slightly annoying if you want to come and put like a HDMI Fire Stick or something in the back of it, you know, to watch stuff that isn't like on normal terrestrial TV, because you can't get behind it. Never mind. Right, so let's see what we've got over here. So we've got the tea and coffee making facilities here. Got PG Tips. Yeah, okay. And Nescafe coffee. And milk. These are Let biscuits. More dust. Never mind. Might have to go back to reception with those. There's a bit more structural integrity to the Viennese wells, you'll be pleased to hear. And a drawer here for things. And then we've got a fridge. Nice. And then we'll come round into the bathroom. Let's have a look. Let's close that so we can have a proper look around. Yeah, so the Arctic Explorers rooms have got all this sort of theming. It's very nice. Sort of matching lighting as well. Love it. Yeah. You know, bath, shower, toilet. What else do you expect? Plenty of towels. Even the bathroom door is all themed with Arctic Explorer-y stuff. Let's go and see what's in that Dear Guest pack. Before we look at our letter, there's a hairdryer in the drawer there. Okay, let's have a little look. What we've got here. Oh, aha. So we've got some wristbandy things. Oh, that's nice. A little letter from Bianca. I mean, it's not the opening weekend, but you know. Oh, the paper map. Look at that. Lots of people love a paper map, and yeah, I think it's a nice memento. I'm not going to fold it right now, but yeah, something to sort of commemorate Nemesis being reborn. Cool.
Nerds love a map.
Nerds do love a map. So the point of these wristbands is you can use them to enter the park through the entrance by Galactica rather than needing to go down to the main entrance. We'll probably go through the main entrance on our second day, but tomorrow, yeah, we can stick these on and go through the Galactica entrance and end up right next to Nemesis Reborn. So anyway, I'm going to get unpacked now and go and have a drink in the bar. So maybe come and join me. Good morning. We've just woken up in the Alton Towers Hotel and had a pretty successful night's sleep. There are two slightly annoying things about this room, aside from the lack of the plugs next to the bed. I woke up at around about 5 AM and I was convinced someone down the hall had a washing machine on a spin cycle. Now I know years ago there were rooms on each floor where you could go and do, I think, washing and ironing. I think they're called like utility rooms or something like that, but I don't think they exist anymore. And I sort of got into my head that there was someone doing some washing at 5 AM and I was very angry, and it just went on forever and ever and ever, and I just thought, this isn't a washing machine. Then I realised it was the air conditioning, and I felt a bit stupid for getting in my own head about it and properly waking myself up. So, I mean, that is technically my fault for having the air conditioning on. But yeah, if you wake up in the Alton Towers Hotel and you hear a washing machine, it's probably the air conditioning, so don't make a mistake like me. And the other annoying thing, and this is actually on them, this is on you, Alton Towers, is the taps in the bathroom. They turn the wrong way, and it's really strange. And you sort of use them, but your brain's used to taps twisting the other way. So I just went and got a glass of water, and just as the glass was very full up, I turned the tap, and I turned it the wrong way, and water went everywhere because I just turned the tap on full blast instead of turning it off. But aside from that, I had a really good sleep, and I'm really happy with the room. It's actually surprisingly quiet. Now, I don't know whether that's because there are considerate guests around us, or it's well sound insulated, or there's just not many people here, or a mixture of all the above. I honestly don't know, but I cannot complain about the sleep around here. But anyway, I need to get some clothes on and get some breakfast because I'm hungry. So let's go down to breakfast. Well, we just had breakfast, and I'm not going to mince my words here. It was shit. It was so bad. I haven't been in the Secret Garden restaurant for many years now, and it's really starting to feel quite dated. I think it needs a bit of a revamp. They either need to modernise it or start again, I guess. It just feels very drab now, and of its time when the hotel was built, but it just doesn't feel very good. And like, it was just so depressing. They had this sort of really sad jazzy music on, and the staff all looked really quite miserable. And the food, oh, the food. You want a nice hearty breakfast to start your day, but it's just got so bad. I mean, it's never been the best, but it's just really, really gone downhill. It just all looks really sad and flaccid, and like there's no fruit selection now. There's nothing like that, and they've just really cut everything back. And if you're paying full price at the peak of season for this, you are getting ripped off, and it's just terrible. And like the coffee, oh, the coffee is awful. It's just so sad. I just don't know. I don't want to make this place look amazing to you when it's not. I mean, the rooms are great. The hotels as a whole look amazing, but if you're going down for breakfast, especially in the Secret Garden restaurant, yeah, it's just not very good. Which is a shame, because it just really sort of ruins the whole experience. So yeah, I'm a bit sad about that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But we've got a day ahead in the theme park, which I'll be showing you in the other vlog that I'm going to do. So yeah, I don't know what's going to come next in this video. I've not really thought about it. I should have done, but I haven't. but I imagine I'll be back in a moment with something witty to say or show you. So now I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you a bit more around the Alton Towers Hotel and some of the things that you might see when you're here on your stay. So here we've got the exterior of the Alton Towers Hotel, and we pan across round to the fountain. I'd really recommend you get a picture in front of this fountain. It's gorgeous, I love it. Now let's go through the entrance doors of the hotel. Make sure you press the doorbell on the right as you go in for a little surprise. And then on the left hand side as you go in, you've got the Emporium gift shop and a sort of seating area. And then over here we've got the brand new coffee shop that they've opened in the hotel. Serves Costa, that's a shame, never mind. And then we look around the rest of the reception area. We've got the statue in the middle and the check-in kiosks that you saw earlier on the video. And if we move over, we see Sir Algernon's crashed airship, which is right in the atrium, and it goes all the way up there. And then we come back down and look to the entertainment area. Now this is where they have the entertainment on at night. It's always a good show, really enjoy it. And this is what it looks like at night, just before the entertainment was about to start. And then if we go up here, we've got the Alton Towers Hotel arcade with a few arcade games, which are pretty good. And then if we look back over here, we've got the Dragon Bar, which is where you buy your drinks in the evening and can sit in the bar if you don't want to watch the entertainment. And then we've got the iconic massive chair in the library area on the first floor of the Alton Towers Hotel. And then finally we've got the view across the lake at the back of the hotel with the view out to CBeebies Land Hotel. It's a lovely place to sit on a nice summer's evening. Anyway, that's a look around the Alton Towers Hotel. Well, that's probably about it for our stay at Alton Towers Resort. It's been a really good experience. I think the entertainment in the hotel in the evenings has been really enjoyable. I've not actually shown you much of that because I don't really like filming the performers. That seems a bit weird and intrusive. And as well as that, they're sort of singing copyrighted songs, so I'd get a copyright strike on the channel, but I've enjoyed the entertainment. And we've had 2 pretty good night's sleeps here. You know, you've got to remember that it's a family hotel, so there might be children in the background and making noise and whatnot, but it hasn't been too bad at all. It's a lot better than I can remember, really. But we must address the elephant in the room, the food. Yeah, breakfast yesterday and today is just subpar. It really is bad, and I think Alton Towers really do need to get a grip on it all. Their switch over to Aaramark is just it's not good, and it's quite disappointing because you pay a lot of money to stay here and you expect food of a decent quality. The accommodations of a good quality, and you expect the food to match it, but it really doesn't. And you know, people can say, oh, you can order food in or you can do this and that, but ultimately, like say for breakfast, for example, that's included in the price. You shouldn't have to buy out for that. You shouldn't have to bring breakfast. That's just ridiculous. Alton Towers really do need to get a handle of this because it's just not good enough. But I've had an amazing time and I would definitely recommend staying here. Just know what you're getting into with the food. Anyway, if you want to see a little bit more of what I've got up to at Alton Towers Resort on this trip, then I'll stick a link to the vlog that I've been making about all the rides and stuff up in one of these corners. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be doing more theme park content throughout this year, and I've got a massive back catalogue of other videos about theme parks as well. So yeah, check it out. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.